on locations throughout the world.
Standing passengers, please do not lean against the doors.
Picture goers, we bring to you new films of interest.
Chicago in State is next. Doors open on the left.
The miracle of the motion picture.
Please be considerate when talking on your phone or listening to electronic devices.
Chicago's a nice town if you're looking for pizza.
Welcome to 4 Stars, a Chicago film podcast. A podcast where we talk about movies set in Chicago.
Each episode, we'll be discussing a different movie that's set in or was filmed in the Chicago area, its cultural/historic relationship to Chicago, and whether it's a good representation of the city.
We want to figure out what makes Chicago movies different from movies about other cities, and to answer the question of what a Chicago movie even is. I am one of your hosts, Jeremy Martyr. I am the GM of the Heist Theater.
And on today's episode, we will be discussing Heist 88, directed by Menhaj Huda, starring Courtney B. Vance and a bunch of other actors that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And this movie is part of our Heist series. In fact, it's the final movie in our Heist series, One Last Score.
Yes, it is.
Which is a series we've been doing about bank robbery and heist movies set in Chicago. Heist 88 is the final one.
Yes, it is. And if you hear an echo in the studio, Paco and I are currently locked in a bank vault.
Yes.
Recording from inside the bank vault during a heist that went wrong. So we do apologize for that.
Yes, we will run out of air at some point and die, but
worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's worth talking about this movie too.
Yeah. As my final dying breaths, I'd love to be talking about Heist 88.
Mm-hmm. A movie that means so much to so many people.
Yes, everyone has seen it.
Everyone's seen this. Everyone in this movie was so locked in.
Yes. But before we start talking about the movie, I do have a news item. So this movie, it would surprise you. Would it surprise you to know that it did not come out in theaters?
Oh. This was a straight to TV sort of situation?
Yes, it came out on Paramount Plus on September 29th, 2023. No idea what I was up to back then. No idea. But the news item that I found was from Block Club Chicago, and the headline is, City will pay $100,000 to man who said Alderman Jim Gardner had him wrongfully arrested. So this article is about Jim Gardner, who is the alderman of the 45th Ward. I think that's like the Jefferson Park area. So a lot of cops and stuff. He's kind of weird because he's like a classic like conservative, Democratic alder, but he started as an independent and then became a Democrat. Usually I feel like it's the other way around. Anyway, he's had a lot of controversies, partially because of his views and then partially because of his behavior towards constituents. And so this article is about this one guy who sued Gardner and the former ward superintendent and then 7 officers from the Jefferson Park Police District. So essentially he had, the guy who sued them, Benjamin George, had found a cell phone inside a 7-Eleven that belonged to the ward superintendent. He called saying he was going to, asking whether or not he should drop it off at the police station or just, keep it in his apartment. He alleged that Gardner told the superintendent to just say that the phone was stolen. And then when the guy went to return it, he got arrested. They arrested him. And the cops also showed up at his apartment trying to find the cell phone. So they arrested this guy.
That's so sketchy.
It's really classic, that's the type of shit they were doing in Chicago in the 60s.
Yeah.
And so that was, they also, while he was arrested and held in district lockup for more than 24 hours, he's Romanian, and the police did call him the slur for Roma people.
That's insane.
It's just
his old school racism.
Yeah.
And what year was this? This was 1960.
This was 2023.
2023. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Heard.
So then eventually there was a settlement and he got $100,000 from the city of Chicago, our taxpayer money, because of this.
And that's the way we should be spending our money, I think, on settlements. from weird behavior by cops
And aldermen, yeah.
and aldermen. Yeah, that's the thing about Chicago aldermen. They can't just be like crooked and evil. They have to be weird.
Yeah, that'd be weird
They have to be
too.
bizarre and like have weird grudges and recommend weird things. That cell phone. They should go through that cell phone. There's something bad on that cell phone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there must be.
That is 100% the plot to some Paramount Plus movie.
And then, and the article also mentions other lawsuits faced by Art Gardner, including when he blocked a bunch of his constituents from his official Facebook account, and they sued him for First Amendment violations.
I keep thinking of Colin Farrell's character saying, "It's Art." It's Art Gardner.
Art Gardner. Anyway, that's what was going on in Chicago in September 29th, 2023. But another thing that was happening was, everyone across the city, across the nation, maybe in the world, came together. They turned on their Paramount Plus with Showtime subscriptions.
Yeah, the PP Plus.
And they started watching Heist 88, the movie we are going to talk about.
Yeah, this movie's quite boring, Paco.
Yeah.
We've sort of we're going to treat this episode as sort of a wrap up on our Heist series. I think that will beef up the conversation a little bit. There's nothing wrong with straight to television stuff, but this really was the most incognito. No, that's not the word.
Incompetent?
No, just like no. There was no identity to this movie. It was the most inoffensive, but
sauceless.
Zero sauce. Like to the line readings, and so much so that like they just made no effort to make it period.
There are definitely scenes where you just see normal cars.
when they're downtown.
Yeah, you just see
there's just like they didn't even replace the street signs.
Yeah.
Like usually that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's like you cover up the street sign, you replace the street sign. But hey, who am I to judge? I don't know what the budget was for this.
Yeah. I mean, so it was, I think, executive produced by Angela Bassett, who is married to Courtney B. Vance.
Star of this movie.
And it was originally going to be a TV show on FX. So for a while, it was being developed as a TV show, and then they eventually partnered with MTV Films for whatever reason, and that's why it's on Paramount Plus.
This very much so feels like a failed TV pilot.
Yes.
Yeah, like a offshoot of a different series, like The Chi, or what's that? Power. There's these shows that it very much feels like in the vein of that, but this isn't even as competent as those shows.
No, it looks bad, and it's written badly.
Yeah.
But it does have a lot of Chicago shooting.
There's stuff to talk about with this,
which I appreciate. And they do have they don't do anything to the locations to make it seem like the 80s, but they definitely talk about stuff
that was going on
in the 80s, which is more than this type of Chicago movie that we've talked about.
The bar is at the bottom of Lake Michigan.
Compared to Cash. Yeah. This tried a little bit to make it seem like
Is
Chicago.
That what we're comparing things to? The Cash bar?
That's kind of, it's the Cash bar. Because I'm just trying to think of
I'm fine with that. I'm just wondering. It's is this what we should be expecting from our city?
I'm just of the movies, especially in this series that we've talked about, this is most reminded me of Cash, just in terms of it's
being bad.
Yeah, and it being bad and boring. And
we covered some really good movies in the series.
Yes, I would say a pretty good run.
I had a really good time talking about The Sting, Thief, Oceans. It was a good run.
Yeah,
Widows. There's some banger heist movies. I do think that you and I are running into the completionist side of our personality, where we really feel like we need to put every movie that was a heist movie.
Yeah.
Whereas I think maybe we're a little bit more curatorial
next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps. We'll see.
We will see.
But yeah, so this movie, I guess maybe we'll talk about there's some history to it.
Sure. Tell me about it.
So this was based off an actual guy and an actual heist that he committed. The guy was Armand Moore. He was way younger. So Courtney B. Vance is 50s, 60s. The guy who did it. This happened in the 80s. He was 30. He had already been, they mentioned in the movie, he'd already been convicted of like an airline fraud where he had like, I think he'd started a bank or something and was like getting loans from airplane charters, like chartered airplanes or something. So he was like, he's kind of awesome. I sent you his Instagram. He's out of prison now. I sent you his Instagram. He's written a book about this heist. His name is Armand Moore. He's constantly posting about how Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Vance stole his life story.
It's really, really entertaining to watch those Instagram videos. They have like 19 likes.
Yeah.
And they're just talking shit about Courtney B. Vance.
Yes.
And Angela Bassett.
Yes. And like he'll talk shit about other people who have also fucked him over.
Right.
And then he's like, but they haven't fucked me over as much as Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Vance.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it is kind of crazy. They did just like take this heist from this guy. Like obviously, and they like took other elements as well. They just changed his name to Jeremy.
Hell yeah. Good name.
So it is kind of crazy that they didn't at least talk to him or just like get him as a consultant or something.
Right.
And he keeps threatening to sue them. I guess I will be on his side if that happens. I do think there is a potentially good movie to be made out of this. But essentially what happened pretty close to the plot of the movie, but you know, this was in the early days of banks using computers for wire transfers. Suddenly there's this whole new avenue to rob banks where you no longer had to like go in and like with a gun and like get money out. Like you could like, you know, hack in or like socially engineer a way to become a middleman and like get money from one place to another. And that's essentially what he did, was like he had ins in the bank. You know, they had this weird system of like different codes to approve a transfer. And then so he like got people to like pretend to be, you know, these like executives in these like big companies and transfer money from, you know, like Merrill Lynch to his bank that he made to a bank account in Geneva. And then someone squealed on him and he went to prison.
Was it like a nerd with glasses who read comic books?
I don't know. I should have looked into whether or not that was legit.
Because it seemed too specific of a choice.
Yeah. It was very strange. So he ended up getting caught, and he went to prison, and the trial was kind of contentious. He was kind of proven to be, the prosecution kind of like proved that he had been like lying to a lot of people, and maybe like the people who were caught with him were kind of like, he tricked us into doing this essentially. And then there was like a famous part where like the judge was really mean to him, because he was like, this is like such a crazy fraud. And then the guy was like, I was only guilty of being caught. But
the final line
in the movie where the most phoned in ending, like
Yeah.
I think literally they had Courtney B. Vance on the phone.
So that wasn't repeated throughout the movie, was it?
No.
It's just the last line of the movie.
Yes.
That feels like something where they're like, the quote we all know.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there needs to be like, there should have been a little bit like, that should have been the superstructure.
Yeah, like the way that the movie starts with him at the bank, like it's in the middle of the heist.
Yeah.
It starts, and then the rest of it is a flashback.
Yeah.
It should have just been him in the courtroom. It makes way more sense.
I'm not saying that that's like the most original take, but it would at least make the ending hit a little bit more.
Yes, it's very strange that the movie ends with the voice of a judge.
Also, he's not just guilty of getting caught. He's guilty of stealing money. That's not true. The line doesn't make sense, and it doesn't hit hard when you watch the movie that came around it. Like, it kept being like, oh, they're like stealing from the rich and it's like, yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, the movie does very little to like make you root for the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
They kind of make you root for the guy who snitches.
Because he's like it makes sense why he does it.
He has a family, yeah.
Yeah. I think you think that the other guy's gonna snitch.
Yes.
The guy who gets
They're setting up that.
the other guy to snitch. Okay, sorry. I found my notes so his first scheme in Detroit that he went to prison for in Minnesota, in fact.
Hey.
Sandstone Federal Prison, 1986 is when he left. So he created a Chicago bank, which was actually a telephone answering service, and issued himself letters of personal credit from like air charter companies. So convincing were the documents that 10 air charter companies leased planes to Moore,
That's awesome.
who used them to take off on cross-country shopping
Why is
sprees.
this not what the movie is?
He's awesome. Like he was a good con man. Like he was scamming people left and right. Like
They should have done like a Frank Abagnale Jr. style, like
Yeah.
we're learning about this guy's life. Like, why
Yeah.
the fuck am I watching this boring heist idea?
yeah.
And also, like Courtney B. Vance, no offense, it's like it's way more interesting if he's 35.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he called himself the chairman, which is cool.
That is cool.
And
I
then
like that.
another thing the movie doesn't do, but doesn't talk about, but I'm sure a TV show might have, was that. Well, I guess one thing. So with the bank robbery that the movie's about, they stole $70 million. The feds were pretty much like, if they hadn't stolen that much, like they would have gotten away with it. Like essentially, like they took too much, but like their plan was good.
Also, my idea when I was watching the movie, I was like, is the movie going to interrogate the fact that they're doing this in kind of a dumb way?
Yeah,
It's like so obvious. Like, if they're doing Chicago fraud correctly, and again, I understand that this is actually what happened, is that you skim off the top for years and you do it smart and they never notice.
they have a character who does that.
Yes.
They like talk about like,
A
oh yeah,
guy.
there's like a bank guy in the bank who discovered that someone was skimming off the top.
Yeah, that's what you do. You don't steal it all in one. I mean, again, that's a good heist movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, this movie doesn't have good heist stuff, like getting the team together, the conversations in the rooms. Like, that stuff isn't compelling enough, nor is it compelling to watch people be on computer.
Yeah.
Like, this movie should have been more like *Halt and Catch Fire* style.
Yes, I agree.
And instead, it's just like trying to be a heist movie, but instead you're watching someone get on the phone.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't explain the heist well enough,
Nope.
or some of the moments where they complete it to like really.
I agree.
But so something about him is that he was actually later convicted of another bank theft. So while he was in prison for this bank theft that the movie is, he was planning another bank theft of $400 million.
That's awesome.
And he also was going to assassinate the district attorney who put him in prison in the first place.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, and then he went to jail for longer because you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, you're not supposed to plot in someone's downfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, kind of like old school criminal shit,
No,
That
exactly.
sounds like a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that could have been the frame. It's like he's in prison planning this other heist, thinking about his first heist.
Do you know what's also a good name for a movie?
What?
The Chairman.
Yeah,
There's a bad name for a movie?
Heist 88.
Heist 88. Am I supposed to have watched the other 87?
Well, there's Heist.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Robert De Niro, Edward Norton movie?
Oh, my God.
No, that's The Score.
Yes. But there is a movie called Heist, right?
I'm pretty sure there's a movie called Heist.
So this is, the 88th entry in the franchise. I would watch a show called Heist where every episode is like labeled another number.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, I know that the movie answers it. Why is it called Heist 88? I sort of...
Because it's set in 1988.
Heist 88. But then they should have had the year mark.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's just Heist 88.
Yeah.
That's such a bad title for a movie.
That's bad. Yeah.
So 88's kind of a weird number.
Yeah. Especially for a movie about like Black Power.
Right.
Like
It
that's
would've
like the
been-
angle that they're taking.
Right. I know. And like, okay, let's talk about some stuff we liked.
Yes.
The weird Harold Washington protest stuff.
That so strange.
It was really weird.
I don't.
I'm not saying it was good.
Yeah, but it was very.
I liked
strange.
that it was in there.
Yes.
And like the fact that they used it to get away and like stuff. That's like good idea stuff, but it just executed poorly.
They don't ever explain why there's a protest every day, and I guess
Right.
it's like people are protesting city council because they're ineffective and they're stopping Harold Washington
From doing what
but he died.
Yes. What year did Harold Washington die?
I think 87.
Okay, so this was sort of like the government that failed Harold Washington.
It's still around.
Yeah, I mean, I am actually very allergic to representations of protests. Like, it's like one of my least favorite things in movies
It's really hard to do.
to get right.
Yeah.
And the aesthetics of these protests can be very annoying sometimes, but it didn't feel like a protest from 1988. It felt like a protest from 2021.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. You can feel when this movie was filmed
From it, yeah.
because they had to include the protest.
They had to include the protest. Also, it's such an empty movie. Like, it's so COVID.
Yeah.
It's so, like, empty streets. No one's around. Like,
And then like
there's no life.
the indoor scenes are all in like these empty rooms and
Yeah.
like very small spaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Sorry, I brought up this thing that we didn't like when talking about things we did like.
Something I like. So I guess just to get into the plot a little bit, Courtney B. Vance plays Jeremy Horn, who the former con man. Discover his nephew owes people money.
His nephew is a producer.
A house
music.
A house producer. He wants to start his own record company so that he can bring house to the world. And
They're playing the music in Germany.
Yeah.
In Japan.
The thing about that is that you set up a movie, or like house is important to this movie, and the house music they play like kind of sucks.
That's the biggest crime. I was so excited when they were going to. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're talking about the plot. I was so excited when they brought in the house music element. I'm like, oh, this is gonna have a house score. This is gonna be like the beating heart of this movie. Nope.
No, they barely do anything.
It's
they
kind of like
forget.
a synth score. It's like it's a different type of 80s, but it's not good.
No, and they like kind of forget about it. They kind of drop it.
Yeah, it should have been like Chicago in the 80s was so interesting and cool, and they don't get that at all.
No. And then his son has a bunch of friends who work at First National Bank.
His nephew
has a bunch of friends who work at First National Bank. So then, Jeremy Horn concocts this, heist based around using their connections to the bank and like the fact that they know all these like executives to steal a bunch of money.
So there's 5 characters, right?
Yes.
There's Jeremy Horn.
Yes.
Courtney B. Vance. The nephew.
Yes.
The nerd.
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
And who's the other guy? I didn't ever.
Stockbroker.
He's just a stockbroker.
He wants to be a stockbroker. Yeah.
Okay. Because he's like, the board of trade.
Yeah.
Someone offered me a job.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing this movie could have been is it could have been like who's zooming who, like like paranoia in the room. Everyone might be conning each other.
Yeah.
Really interesting characters. And this movie is not that.
It like hints at that at some points. Like you kind of like, I guess another aspect of the movie is that Jeremy Horn has these 2 former partners.
Yes.
Keith David and Keisha Sharp.
Yeah. From Girlfriends.
Yes. They're the 2 biggest names other than Courtney B. Vance.
Totally. And there's entire scenes of this movie where they start off in the scene and then they start walking off screen like they have to catch a bus.
Yeah.
They're like, I need to make it to my plane on time.
Yeah.
And like they're like finishing their dialogue as they're leaving the room. It's like they had Keith David for a day.
Yeah, he was doing a huge favor to Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Like his agent got a call being like, Angela Bassett's doing a movie, and he's like, I'm there. And then he gets there and he's like, I'm out.
Exactly. I like heard Keith David's voice before you see him. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Keith David. And then I'm like, this is the least locked in Keith David performance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And not his fault.
And he's sort of, there's him and the woman are sort of involved in the heist, but like not really. He's like, Jeremy Horn is kind of giving that, like, he had kind of fucked up the previous heist, so he was getting money for them to live, essentially. Right. There is one thing though, which is Keith David at some point when they're having a dinner where Courtney B. Vance is telling him about the heist, Keith David says, "Oh, so this is one last score, huh?"
Oh.
Did you not catch that?
No, I was pretty locked out during that scene.
That's what locked me in.
Nice.
Because Keith
they
David,
say the name of our series.
Yes. So
hey.
we were wondering what we should name our series.
And in hindsight, it was because of Heist 88.
Yes, because of our favorite movie, Heist 88. He plays a character named Buddha Ray. That was a cool name.
Cool.
That was cool.
So after that, he sort of Courtney B. Vance goes to his former associates, telling them about the heist. They're like, "We're out,"
Yeah, but then he kind of gets them in.
and then they're out again because they see that the other people are young.
They're like young and inexperienced, and like they're
Inexperienced,
clearly all about to flip in any given moment.
The movie wants to set Jeremy Horner up as this criminal mastermind. He never like does a good job. They get caught immediately.
There's a really funny scene where he has the four young people, and he writes the heist on a whiteboard, and then he's like, "Oh, I misspelled Geneva."
That was funny.
And then the nerd kind of looks at him. I thought what was going to happen was that it turns out that Courtney B. Vance is like a complete like idiot. Like he's just a really good con man at being a con man, you know?
That would have been awesome.
Like they think that this is a criminal mastermind and he's actually like a complete fuck up. Like I thought that's what the plot was going to be. What really happens is that the nerd sees that he's wearing an ankle bracelet.
It would have been so funny if it was like a Connor O'Malley style character.
Yeah.
Who had like tricked everyone into being like, and
music.
then you watch the whole movie again. He's like, fuck. I don't know how to spell Geneva.
Yeah. But
that's
yeah,
just a different movie. But
it's a different movie. Yeah.
And Courtney B. Vance has to be this like stoic, cool, in control guy. And I'm like, why can't he just not be that?
Yeah, I know.
He's a good actor.
There's that funny scene where after he shows them the heist plan, or when he initially brings it up to them, and then they all leave, and then like those two guys come out and rob him, and then he like disarms them John Wick style. At first, I thought he had hired them to do that.
Is that not what?
No, he just hires them after. He hires them after to intimidate the stockbroker guy into not snitching. And he intimidated the wrong guy. He should have intimidated the nerd, the obvious candidate for intimidation.
Yeah, no, this movie is not. It like anytime it could go in an interesting direction, it kind of doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah, this movie's not good.
No, it's not very good.
Yeah. So what happens after that?
Then they do the heist.
They do the heist. Which is really boring. The heist is really boring.
Yeah.
I was like going to give this movie 1 star. I bumped it up to 2 just because I was like, I don't want to be mean. But I was watching the heist scene going, this is disastrous what I'm watching right now.
It's to do that kind of like the heist, the kind of heist it is probably how real heists take place, which is like boring.
Really boring.
Just like by the numbers, like they're intercepting phone calls.
But then you need to Fincherize it. You need to make it interesting to watch.
Yeah, you can make paperwork movies interesting,
Yes.
but it doesn't know how to do
Or
that.
make it boring, but it's like the score is like, this is exciting. It's like, no, it's not. Don't try to trick me into thinking that this is exciting. This sucks.
Do like a Black Hat style thing where you like see the wire.
Well, that's exactly what, if Michael Mann made this movie, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's the director?
Some British guy.
He directed like a bunch of other like classic movies.
Menhaj Huda.
Huda.
He directed Kidulthood.
Oh, the director of Kidulthood.
Yeah, Kidulthood and Tube Child.
Oh, yeah, that many different. Or it's like a what's it called? An anthology.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor directed one of them.
Yep.
And Armando Iannucci.
Yeah, that's like a Wikipedia page I've been on because I've been like, what the fuck is this?
He also directed several Harry and Meghan movies.
I'm sorry, what?
Like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Like movies about them?
Yes.
For what?
No idea.
Okay. Cool.
They're fictionalized. It's like biopics of them.
You need more than one biopic of them?
Yeah, what the hell? There's like a series of them. That's crazy.
So they got the cream of the crop to direct this movie.
Yes. I do see some people say Kidulthood is good. I'm not going to watch it.
It's a funny name. Better name than Heist 88, I will say.
Much better name. What were we talking about?
No, there's no way to know.
So the heist itself,
it's
very boring. It's just phone calls.
Yeah,
It's just phone
so
calls.
fucking boring.
It's essentially, I'm trying to so to transfer large amounts of money, you need to call like someone at the bank, then like give them a code, then she calls someone else, gives them another code, and then she puts those two codes in, and the wire can go through. And what they have is they get the other guys in the heist to pretend to be executives so that they can pretend to give the code to the woman, which is really just an old code so that they can like transfer a bunch of money. But why did they have to pretend? They're just talking to her.
Yeah.
Why did they have to pretend to be the guys?
Right. There was no. And the worst part of the movie, in my opinion, is like them pretending to do the voices.
Yeah.
Where like, then at least show me the other voices.
That part just felt like I could see that they got these people in like an improv show or something.
Yeah. Because like one guy does the voice.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
Yeah.
And then the other guy does the voice and it's bad. And everyone's like, that's so good.
Yeah.
So what was going on there? What was up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was such a weird scene.
It's very strange.
And I was like, I would have liked it if I'm watching like a bunch of like old white dudes and you're like watching their mouths and they're like, hello.
Yeah.
I'm transferring money over. And then you're seeing these guys kind of do like what was the Lakeith Stanfield, sorry to bother you style.
Yeah.
They're like imitating white voice.
Yeah.
To like, and then like the tension then is the racist banking system asking him to come in.
Yeah.
Right? And see what happens there. That doesn't happen.
No.
Why does that's so obviously like the tension of like you can't get a loan, you can't be trusted by our system because it's racist.
Yeah.
I think the movie is trying to play
Definitely,
with that, right?
definitely. And like that's how all the characters kind of justify it to themselves.
Right.
Is that we've
If you
experienced
look like me.
Yeah, yeah.
But the movie doesn't do any of that.
No.
It just says they just say it.
Yeah.
And the tension's not there.
No, definitely not. And it doesn't feel like you don't know enough about the characters to make it feel like super like I don't know.
No. So anyway, he goes in or they commit this heist, right? And then the last one that they do, they basically say we cannot accept it, so you have to come in person.
Or
and then we flash back to the first scene.
They were transferring all this money from all these corporations to another bank account that the guy had started.
Oh, so it was like in order to get the money at all?
Yeah,
any of the money?
He wanted to transfer, so he transferred it to this company that he made in this bank, and then they wanted to transfer that money to.
So he's not intimidating someone at that point, or imitating?
No, he's pretending to be himself. Essentially, he's like he started like a fake company at this bank, and he's going to transfer that money to
what's
Geneva.
What's the tension there? That they just catch him?
Yeah, I guess he's afraid that they'll like, yeah, like they might like. I guess because he's already, I think he's paroled from prison, so he shouldn't be doing this shit anyway.
I want to stop talking about this movie. I'm getting upset. I'm like, this shit sucks. I'm gonna go bump it down another half star. You're describing nothing.
Yeah.
You're describing air.
Yeah.
The movie is boring. It should be okay. What did I like? I'm trying to not be so negative. I like that they got on the brown line, even though they did not make it try to look like brown line from the era. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I like how is it the woman? Her Precious Way. What's the actress's name? She lives next to like a bar.
Oh,
I liked that.
Sure. The bar is so low.
Yeah, the cash, the bar,
the literal bar.
Yeah,
that she lives next to.
Yeah, it's very low. I did like the nerd that he liked comic books. And I
liked that.
Yeah.
What did you like about that?
Just a funny detail.
I liked that the other guy at the bank got a steak dinner as a reward for snitching.
Yes.
What I hated was the scene where we watched him snitch to the cops.
Yeah.
That was like.
There's 5 minutes left, and that's what you use.
I was so annoyed at that point.
Yeah.
Kind of like this episode. I was like, I want this to end.
Yeah, the nerd snitches and then they all get caught at O'Hare.
At the airport.
At O'Hare.
Did they film at O'Hare? It did not look like
it.
O'Hare.
It doesn't look like O'Hare, but they
did?
I don't know.
It didn't look like it.
I feel like it does, actually. Like the elevator they're going up. It's not the usual. It's not. So usually when people film at O'Hare,
it's in the main terminal. It's in the United
Yeah,
terminal?
they do it past security. They didn't even go. They didn't even
Oh
go
my
to
God.
security.
That says so much about
'Cause it's definitely a baggage claim where they get
caught.
they really get caught.
Jesus.
I don't think they made it past security
Was there security
back then.
in 88?
Not that type of security. Not like the type of security we have now.
Right.
Like they should have done on the runway. They got caught like on the runway.
Would have been interesting. Make an interesting choice.
Yeah. And then the final lines in the movie, as we brought up earlier, it's just like they just quite literally, it feels like they phoned in someone to pretend to be the judge. So like saying that Jeremy Horn is guilty, and then he's saying, I'm only guilty of being caught. And then the movie ends.
Oh, something I liked. The
Yes.
woman who catches
Uh-huh.
that actress just had an interesting energy. She's a Steppenwolf actress.
Okay.
She's been in a bunch of movies. So
Okay.
we will be. She's in the Vince Vaughn Ron Howard movie,
Oh, The Breakup.
The Breakup. She's in Princess Sid, which we will talk about one day.
She's in Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
She's in Public Enemies.
Rounding, Public Enemies. Yep.
So this is
Our second episode. We covered Rebecca Spence in this series.
Yes. I wonder if there's something else we've done with her. No,
This would be the 3-timers.
no, but it's not. This is her second
Yeah.
time. Ooh, the dilemma. Yeah, we gotta talk about the dilemma.
We have
Oh, she's in Slice. You're in that.
Ugly.
Or you're in it, but you're
No.
a part of it.
I was the reason everyone had big eyes. I'm not kidding. And one day we will talk about that. If you can beep out my opinion,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
but you loved it. You don't want people to think less of your
Right.
film knowledge. Yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about with this movie?
No. I don't know. Maybe if I would have watched the other ones, I would have understood. But I do think
other 87.
all 87 of them. But no, I like Courtney B. Vance. I think he's a really good actor in general.
Yes.
He's used very poorly, and this does feel like a passion project in some ways.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
That went south, and you can see the embarrassment on his face a few times, where he knows this is not what a movie's supposed to feel like. Like you can see it.
Yeah, it just feels like a movie that like is running out of money as they're filming. Like you can feel them really struggling to meet the budget or to like.
Yeah, everyone knows this is not going anywhere.
Yeah. And it's I think it's like this is clearly an interesting guy. Maybe I'll read his book one day, Armin Moore. Like this seems like an interesting heist. It's like it was like a really big deal because it's like one of the first like computer based heists, you know? And I think like the movie wants to say all these things about like the changing nature of banking and like automation and like, you know, black people's relationship to banking and like how fucked over they are. And it just can't do any of it in a meaningful way.
It's half-assed.
It's very half-assed. And the house music sucks in it.
It does, and it's like laughable. It's like when the artist, she decides to sign with like the white label. That's so bad. Anyway, pretty bad movie. Courtney B. Vance, I will just say, like, what do you know him from? What is your Courtney B. Vance knowledge? Because mine is really embarrassing.
Let me look at his filmography again.
While you look at that, do you want me to tell you what mine is?
Final Destination 5?
No, but he's really good in that. He's really good in the second best Final Destination movie.
Oh, wait. Have you seen The Last Supper?
No.
That movie's awesome. Directed by Stacy Title, who directed The Bye Bye Man. It's from the 90s. It's about this group of like liberals who
They like murder Republicans?
yes
Yes, you've told me about this.
and who like they like invite them to dinner and get them to like say fucked up shit and then kill them.
Yeah.
And Courtney B. Vance is like the one black guy in the among the group of liberals.
Interesting.
Yes.
I would watch that.
It's very good. Or not very good, but
he
it's
was the
solid.
original. I mean, not to like downplay the importance of Courtney B. Vance. He was like an August Wilson actor, like very, very important on the stage. Do you know what I mean when I say that very famous photo of him at the Borders
No.
with Angela Bassett?
No.
It's I'll include it in the carousel. It is just a really funny photo of Angela Bassett and him. It went around the internet at some point. Are you looking at it? Yep. It's a really funny photo.
Why are they there?
No, I know him. I was a Lost super fan. He was not on Lost though, Paco. He was on a season of television that I watched the entirety of a show called Flash Forward.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Flash
I
Forward?
do remember you always talking about Flash Forward.
I loved Flash Forward when it came out. I doubt it's anything, but I was such a big Lost fan that anything that had Lost energy, Lost vibes, I was just fully in on. And when they canceled when they canceled Flash Forward, it was like I was so depressed. And I was like, this guy's like one of the best actors in the world, and it was Courtney B. Vance.
That's awesome.
He's really good in it. He's in a lot of like good movies and plays and TV shows and stuff. I think he was on like a season of ER, Chicago.
Yes, he was on a season of ER. Pretty late in the show, 2008, 2009. So it might be the last season.
Yeah, no.
So we probably will not be talking about him, except maybe in 2045 when we get there.
Right.
We do one season of ER each year.
That sounds good. That sounds like really like it's worth our time. Do you have any final thoughts about this movie?
Final thoughts. I mean, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting story. I liked reading about Armin Moore. I do have one last thing. So Jeremy Horn's love interest in the movie, she's introduced working for an alderman. The name was
Jim Gardner.
No.
Sorry.
William Gator Bradley.
Oh yeah, I saw the signs, the election signs.
And I was like, that seems a little too specific to not be a thing. So this didn't happen in 88, it happened in the 90s. But this is sort of based on, there's this guy named Wallace Gator Bradley. In the movie, it's Willie Gator Thompson. The real guy is Wallace Gator Bradley. He is a former GD who, like, in the 80s and 90s, like, was kind of like part of their efforts. The Gangster's Disciples did these efforts to try and to like professionalize, and like they like formed a political group called 21st Century Votes. And he's kind of like an anti-gun activist. Like he's like an anti, like he like works with a lot of like anti-violence groups, but he was like a big part of the Gangster's Disciples, like as an enforcer, and then he later became a politician, and in the 90s he ran for alderman.
She's like working for him.
Yes, which is it. So he's like a reformed gang member. But they don't go into that obviously at all.
But that's a cool 4 stars Easter egg.
Yes, definitely.
We're into that.
Yeah.
I wish there was more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish that was a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I thought this movie, like, they did like some research into Chicago, more so than most of these types of movies do. And they do film here a lot. But it just looks bad, and the acting is bad, and the writing is bad, and it's boring.
Yeah. Oh, only other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, other than those things. So I think I'd probably have to give it 4 stars, maybe. Kind of like how the 4 stars in the movie.
Well, if you take an 8 and another 8, and you split it in half.
Oh, that's true.
4.
4.
4 stars.
Yes. 4 4s makes 2 8s.
That's so true. And we both give it 4 stars, as we usually do.
So this is the final movie in our Heist movie series. Yeah, I guess should we maybe talk about some common threads we saw?
Yeah. I really like thinking about the same style of movie through different lenses and different like kaleidoscopes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And like seeing similar themes, like getting the gang together, the ways in which crime is different in Chicago
Mm-hmm.
compared to different cities, and just living in that headspace.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we pretty much stuck to the heist genre. I would say like normal life, Public Enemies, stretching it a bit.
Yeah.
Oceans, sort of stretching the Chicago element of
Yeah,
it.
sort of.
But we talked about Eight of Diamonds.
Yes, we did.
Um,
That was. Is this better or worse than Eight of Diamonds?
I would say we'll talk about rankings maybe.
Okay.
But
Sure.
yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about that.
we don't want to spoil that.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil our rankings. I don't know. I feel like, but it's interesting, like you were saying, the ways that people interpret what that means, like what elements to highlight and which to not. Like the two most straightforward heist movies we watched were probably The Sting and the Ocean's trilogies, because that's 4 movies. But you know what I mean. Like the movie of the movies we covered, like those are the most like straightforward. Like these are heist movies. You know, there's a plan. There's a gang getting together. There's like flashbacks to like, oh, here's what actually happened. And then there's other movies that fit into like bank robbery, or like they focus on different elements of it. Like maybe like the more human element, like normal life. Maybe more of like how it looks fucking cool as shit, like Thief.
Like Thief.
Yeah.
Like I was like fucking badass.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe like. Yeah, you know, like history, like Public Enemies or something.
Right. Or like through a specific racialized lens, like Widows.
Yeah, or Doom 3.
I forgot we did that.
Yeah.
Oh, this has been a good series.
Yeah, I would say pretty much every movie we did was good.
We liked talking about them. You know, and if you this is the only one where I hit a little bit of a wall.
Yeah.
I will say I am very hungover right now. I had my best friend growing up. I went to his wedding last night. Shout out Soul. Shout out Liza. I'm a little hungover. I was a little sick of this movie. I finished it this morning because I had 15 minutes left before I left, which was the worst 15 minutes.
Those are the rough 15 minutes.
It's so bad. The ending is so bad.
Yeah.
So this was the only one. Even Cash, I
Mhm.
had a good time laughing at.
Yeah. I had funnier line read.
This was just depressing. And it was for PP, which I don't like. PP, Paramount Plus.
Yes.
PPS, sorry. Paramount Plus for Showtime.
With Showtime.
Plus Showtime?
With Showtime.
Oh, PPWS?
Yeah, I think so.
So, do you want to do your ranking?
So my ranking, which I've thought a lot about and am clearly prepared for. Okay, are we counting the Ocean's movies all as one? Okay, that makes sense.
And we're specifically ranking these based on the Chicago aspect or what? Just
I was
best
thinking
movies?
quality. Yeah,
Quality
just
movie.
quality of the movies that we liked the most.
Sounds good.
And I would say probably the things that we liked the most probably are also the Chicago-ness.
Yeah, there's definitely like a bias for us with that, but
Yes. So I guess my ranking would be Thief at number 1. Just obviously.
the best vibes.
Yeah, best vibes. Widows, The Sting, Oceans, Public Enemies, Doom 3, Normal Life, Eight of Diamonds, Cash, Heist 88. I would like Eight of Diamonds is like objectively worse than Cash or Heist 88, but like there's so much more soul in it, you know? Like there's something to it that I appreciate more. Both Cash 88 and Cash and Heist 88. Cash 88, that would be the worst fucking double feature on the fucking planet.
Thanks.
What if that was a thing you started at the Heist? Bad double features. Just
Yep.
2 movies that will make you fall asleep. Cash
Or
and
88 of Diamonds.
Yeah. That's a good one. Just Cash and Heist 88, like everyone is phoning it in. They've got real actors and they don't give a shit, you know? And with Eight of Diamonds, they've got one real actor, Eric Roberts, but then they've also got a bunch of like weird local guys who are like trying really hard because they think
Interesting. There's more energy.
Yeah, who think they might be their only chance. And I appreciate that more.
I have a very similar list to you. I do think I have Public Enemies lower.
Okay.
So I go Thief, Widows, Oceans, The Sting. So it's a little different. Normal Life, then Public Enemies, Doom 3, Eight of Diamonds, Cash, Heist 88.
Okay.
And I was watching Heist 88. I liked it. It was less offensive than Cash. But then I realized, but the last 15 minutes, I'd rather have a reaction to awful movie than no reaction at all.
Yeah, definitely. So
that's why it's at the bottom. My justification for that, I like Public Enemies, the aesthetics. But the act of watching Public Enemies is not that interesting for me, and it's like the lowest Michael Mann for me, or maybe not the lowest, but lower tier Michael Mann. Whereas I thought that Normal Life was like way better than I had any right being. Where it's like that's and you know, I think they're very similar quality movies for me, but it's more surprising to me on this rewatch that Normal Life, I liked it as much as I did after all these years.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, oh, I liked Public Enemies a little less, and I liked Normal Life a little more. So I'm putting it over it. Why not? Michael Mann can handle it. He's number 1 on the list too.
Yeah.
So Thief, Widows, Oceans, The Sting, Normal Life, Public Enemies, Doom 3. I think Doom 3 is too low.
Now that you're looking at it.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, should I put Doom 3 above Normal Life?
The thing about Doom 3.
Are we counting all the Doom movies?
Because it's like Doom 2
would be number 1.
Yeah, it would be probably number 2.
2, yeah.
It would be number 2 or 3. But like Doom 3, like a lot of my goodwill towards that movie is that it's a Doom movie. And the first 2 Doom movies set the standard.
And I do think I'm putting Oceans beneath Widows on this list because it's just not a Chicago movie.
Yeah.
Like, I do think the Oceans movies overall are probably better than Widows.
I think Oceans 12 is better than Widows.
Oceans 13 is worse than...
Yes. I guess Oceans first. Yeah.
Anyway. You're right. But that was my impulse, so I'm going to leave it there. Are we missing any movies?
I don't think so. Because we talked about all of... Oh, of course. Go Fish, which stole our hearts.
The Bear, which stole my time.
Yeah. They should have done a heist on the Bear.
They should have done the heist.
Because like it's kind of the whole style of the show is like, oh, they're so stressed out. Like
it would have been good.
Yeah.
And they have all this cast of characters you've spent time with.
Yeah.
They're like robbing a meat store or something.
Yeah, to get the beef. They have to get the beef, so they have to rob an armored truck.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I would have liked that.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a fun series, I would say. Our first.
Thank you to all of our guests.
Yes,
who came on the series.
Thank you to all of our guests. It was a fun time. Thank you about talking about these. Thank you for talking about these movies. Some great, some exist, some that don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like heist movies. They're just fun to watch, and it's interesting to see, you know, all the different ways that you can use the city for crime.
Here's my question: if someone was to produce a heist movie set in Chicago, would we be covering it?
Well, there is a heist movie that's going to be set in Chicago that we will be covering. Heat 2. Yeah.
Hyperheat.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Hyperheat.
Yes.
He's going to change the title, right? Hyperheat?
Oh, that's actually... I thought you were just making a Hyperheat reference.
I am making a Hyperheat reference.
Okay.
I mean, Hyperheat would be a good name for a movie.
I agree.
But no, Heat 2, the Michael Mann picture.
Yes.
So...
that'll be our next episode of the One Last Score series.
Yes.
In 2027.
And that's the idea, is like if someone makes a heist movie set in Chicago, we'll cover it.
Yes. I mean, if any movie set in Chicago, we'll probably cover it.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll add it to the One Last Score series.
Yes. Is Enemies... is that a heist movie? The one with Austin Butler and Jeremy Allen White?
Oh, shit. Is it a heist movie?
I don't know. With that name, it makes me feel like there's something going on.
There's something going on.
They're definitely not friends.
I would say so. That would be a disaster if they're actually friends.
They're like,
or
fuck.
Maybe that's the twist.
Yeah, actually.
Kind of like Tenet.
Yes. Well, they're never enemies.
They're friends, though.
Yeah. The twist is that they're friends.
Exactly.
So Jeremy, I guess speaking of movies with a Chicago connection, sort of a heist movie came out recently. When you think about it.
They kind of heisted that cheese in the cave.
Oh, that's true. They heisted the cheese in the cave. I was thinking they kind of heisted the city of Troy.
Oh yeah, that's actually probably a better connection than the cheese.
Someone should do a Trojan horse style bank heist.
That would have been cool. Yeah. That's
so-
kind of what Inside Man is.
Oh, that's a good point. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Spike Lee already did it. So a certain Chicago director,
Yeah.
I would say. He's
Evanstonian.
Evanstonian director, Christopher Nolan, recently came out with a movie called The Odyssey.
I've heard of it.
You had it in your home, I believe.
It was playing very loudly in my home for many weeks. Still is, in fact. Yeah.
So it's right now it's in your house.
The Odyssey. 70 millimeter. Yeah. I think it's a quite an excellent picture.
Yes.
A stunning achievement. Kind of, I think we're oversaturated with it right now. So it's just like, it's hard to get excited about it right now in this moment.
Yeah, definitely.
But I will say just the act of watching it was magnificent. It looks so good. Sounds so good.
I'm assuming you've seen it multiple times since you live right there.
I've seen it once all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it many times in parts.
Okay.
Where I'll go in and watch a scene. Or I'll just watch the Cersei scene, which is the best scene in the movie. Or the Hades scene, which is the second best scene in the movie. There's multiple really good scenes.
Yes.
And it's a very chapter-based story. So you can kind of just watch a segment. I also just honestly keep walking in when Robert Pattinson says, "Get these beggars out of here."
Yeah, you should have that be a post roll for every movie. You just have that play so that people leave.
These beggars out of here. No, I think it's really an excellent film. Someone should make a Chicago Odyssey. Having to get from the west side.
Yeah, to Rogersburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. I went to go see it in the new 70 millimeter IMAX in the Chicago area in Woodridge.
Tell us about that theater, Paco.
So it was the Cinemark in Woodridge. It used to be just a normal IMAX, and then for the Odyssey, they retrofit it for 70 millimeter. So I honestly don't know how the city of Indianapolis will survive this. This is sort of the Trojan horse for them,
This is sort of the Trojan War for them.
Yes. Because I feel like the only thing keep sustaining that economy is all the people from Chicago and Michigan going to. I guess the Michigan people actually have Detroit.
They have the Grand Rapids one.
Yeah. So I guess it's just the only thing sustaining that is
everyone from Ohio
and Chicago going to the Indianapolis theater.
Yeah.
Like just yesterday, I was with a friend. We were talking about going. I was probably going to go see to the Cinemark in Woodridge to go see the new Dune, and she was like, "Oh, I was going to go to Indianapolis," and I was like, "You don't have to."
So something I've heard about the Cinemark one, they don't have the right bulb.
Oh, interesting.
That the xenon bulb is not like.
Oh.
So there is a layer of the Indianapolis trip if people want to go out there. It's still 70 millimeter IMAX. I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, it looked pretty much
amazing,
like what I wanted it to look like.
Exactly.
Like it was big.
It was big.
It was big and tall.
Big and tall, and it looked good.
Yeah, and it looked good.
So yes, but I do. Projectionist friends of mine have told me that the bulb that is in Woodridge is
not as good.
It's not as good as like what the IMAX at Navy Pier was.
Oh, okay.
For the 70 IMAX.
We need to do a heist to get that shit out of there.
Right. That pisses me off, man.
Yes.
Why do we have to go to Woodridge?
So stupid.
I should be able to watch it from my hometown.
Yeah.
Navy Pier.
Horrible location. But I guess it's like the only part of the city you can do that.
Yeah.
Like have that big of a screen.
Or like Pilsen.
Yeah.
You could do it in Pilsen.
Yeah.
If someone was to just build an IMAX where they'd have to build a whole new building, but where the drive-in is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like there's space. Everyone acts like there's no space in Chicago. You
Yeah,
go
that's true.
anywhere out of the middle of the city, there's
That's a
ton
good
of
point.
space.
That's a good point.
We just need someone, maybe someone from Evanston, who has a vested interest
In
in
IMAX.
70 millimeter IMAX existing, should build a theater and let some people who know how to run it. Maybe with the correct bulb. I don't know.
If you build it, they will come. That's all I'm
If you
saying.
build it, they will come. Literally, the New York IMAX is sold out till like, I don't know, 2028.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
I mean, even this Woodridge one, it was. I was like,
crazy.
I just wanted to see like, oh, if I wanted to see this again, when's like the closest? When's like the earliest I could see it? And it's like 3 a.m. on Tuesday.
insane. So,
but yeah, I mean, the movie itself looked great. I've been watching, as I've brought up a few times, I've been watching every Odyssey adaptation.
yeah, how did it rank in your Odyssey adaptations?
Pretty much they're all good, except for, which I've mentioned this, but the Ralph Fiennes The Return, 2024. They're pretty much all good except for that one, I would say. There's one from 1911 that's pretty awesome.
That's also 70 millimeter IMAX. It's like 12 millimeter. It's like some weird format. 12 and a half.
I mean, I'm sure it's
millimeter.
nitrate, probably.
35.
Actually,
Sorry.
I'm not
Keep going.
sure. Or like silver or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. They're pretty much all good except for the Ralph Fiennes one. There's one. I stuck to like the legitimate like adaptations of the Odyssey, like set in ancient times.
Yeah,
Those
not the Odysseys, like
Yeah.
Criterion.
Yeah, I didn't watch Oh Brother Where Art Thou. There's another one that I did want to watch and I just didn't have time. Ulysses Gaze from the 90s.
GAYS?
No. Sorry, Gaze.
Like his gaze.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about it.
It's a Greek movie starring Harvey Keitel.
Hey.
It sounds pretty good. It's about like a European director making his Odyssey during to try and like find some old lost film. I heard it's really good. It's also very slow, so
Sure.
I haven't watched it yet. But they're pretty much all entertaining. It's interesting to see the different ways that Odysseus is adapted. I would say this one probably the second or third best, depending on how I'm feeling. I want to revisit it, obviously. As I mentioned to you, it's a really good movie, probably one of the best movies I've seen this year. It's the worst Christopher Nolan movie since Dark Knight Rises for me, probably. Just because I think his run since then.
Yeah,
has
we
been-
really like those movies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Everyone's like, oh, well, like Dunkirk's so boring. I'm like, no, it's
No,
not.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Interstellar rocks.
Yeah. So it's like
Tenet rocks.
it's strange. They're pretty much all get better for me.
Yeah, I would say that give Odyssey another watch because
Yeah.
it grew on estimation when I was like just sitting in those scenes.
I'm guessing the same thing will happen. I mean, it's like the same thing, like how
Tenet.
I've gone from Tenet from like a 3.5 to a 5 stars.
Yeah, because it rocks.
Yeah,
So good.
because it's fucking awesome.
It's about friendship.
Yeah, exactly. And so I do wonder on rewatches, I'm sure I'll appreciate it more. And I think I also just I was thinking so much about the Odyssey that there is sort of I'm thinking almost too much about it before I went into it.
Do you think there's going to be an HBO Max Lotus Eaters show?
That is, so the things that he didn't put in,
Yeah.
the Lotus Eaters, and
Nobody. And the wind.
nobody, and the wind stuff. No
Why
one,
is the wind stuff not in it?
no one ever puts in the fucking wind stuff,
Why?
and it pisses me the fuck off. It's the
It's
funniest
like the,
part.
It's like the thing that I know from cartoons making.
It's
fun
the
of it.
funniest part.
It's so funny.
They're about to make it, and then his guys are like, "We have to open a wind bag."
It's the most it's the most Marx Brothers.
Yeah. I think in the 90s version they do have that. I think
someone a wind bag. Is that from that?
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
I think in the 90s version they do the winds thing, and the guy opens it and he flies up in the air.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but I guess Christopher Nolan he makes the magic stuff ambiguous. It's in a
Yeah,
time of apparent magic.
Poseidon.
You never see Poseidon.
Poseidon's wrath is like that. Those could just be storms.
Yeah.
Athena could just be his guilt.
Yeah.
I like that aspect of it,
Like,
but I mean, there are giants with like.
but so much of it,
there's cyclopses.
but all the magical stuff is people telling stories.
But the dead do come back to life.
But you know what I
You
mean?
could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it where it's like the wind kept us off course for 8 straight nights.
Yeah.
After opening up Poseidon's bag.
Yeah.
Again, they could have done it. There was no time. That's, I think, the choice they made.
No, I think he definitely like he made specific choices, and that's why I think like when people like complain about certain things, it's like, do you know what an adaptation is?
Adaptation is a series of choices.
It's like, do you know how this works? Have you seen the movie Adaptation? You should. People should watch the movie
Watch Adaptation.
because then you'll know how to approach a movie like this.
What's the dumb brother's name? The dumb Nick Cage? I would watch his Odyssey.
Because it's Charlie Kaufman and something else. Yeah.
Yeah. I would watch that. It would be good.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
Who would you tap to do a version of this in like 15 years? Like out of the young filmmakers we have right now, like whose version is most interesting to you? Because like, again, there's a lot of like hubbub around Emily Watson's criticism, which I don't.
Wilson.
What?
Emily Wilson.
Emily Watson, the actress, has a lot of criticism. No, sorry. Emily Wilson's criticism, which I don't necessarily agree with, but she's asking for a different version. But
here's the thing. I do not read film criticism by anyone, or like, I guess it's more just like there's very little film criticism I read that's not from someone who's super into film, because of the way that film is such a popular medium. And there's so many ways of talking about it. People who aren't from that specific tradition, anyone can watch a movie, you know? Not everyone can read a difficult book, but anyone can put on a difficult movie. And so people feel like everyone watches a movie. I can talk about a movie, you know? Everyone feels like they can talk about a movie or write about it. And most often the case, it's not true, you know? Like, I think that when an academic who does not belong to the tradition of film criticism tries to like do film criticism, they might not know what to look for.
And like lives in dusty books.
Yeah. Which is like totally fine.
Totally fine. It's great. And I'm happy that she said it. There was a Music Box employee who I'm friends with who said that they should just start beefing. Like Christopher Nolan should come out and say, all right, 4 eyes. You know, it's like, that would just be good. I think that would be good for culture. If he's going to just ignore it. And it's totally fine that she has criticism of him.
No, yeah,
it's just,
I think it's.
I just don't agree with it.
Yeah, well, I just think like she's not talking about the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of my main issue.
Like most of the times when people who aren't film critics complain about a movie, they're not talking about the film that is there. They are talking about
an idea and their idea of it,
or like what they wanted it to be, or like what things should be.
So back to my question: who would you like to adapt the Odyssey in 20 years? Because like now Christopher Nolan has done the Hollywood version.
Yes.
So now you can do a weird version.
Now you can do weird shit. Yeah.
You could do a Baz Luhrmann version. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
Also, John Leguizamo, maybe.
Yes. He's good. He's so good. Do you think he's getting nominated?
No, I don't think so.
I would nominate him.
Of course, he's so good in it.
Because he's never been
nominated.
Yeah.
No.
But give it to him. Do you think that's going to be his next guy? Because Christopher Nolan, his past few movies, he's been giving a guy who.
No, I think it's going to be Hamish Patel.
Yeah, he's very good in it also.
And he's just doing the type of work that gets you the lead in a Christopher Nolan movie.
That's fair.
Where his character in The Odyssey is kind of a pain in the neck, but he does it really well.
Mm-hmm.
Where that character should suck. But I think like him eating the cow and that line reading of his being like, no, we're hiding it from you. And like, what do you think we were going to do?
Yeah.
He really sells it for me. And I'm like, oh, he's going to be the next.
You think he's going to be the next star of whatever the next project is?
I think that, or like
because he's in Tenet?
Yeah. He's on the boat with her.
So he's got, okay. So I feel like that's what typically happens. Like you get 2 and then he gives you a
lead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess Cillian Murphy was in
what
like
if,
7 of them.
What if Christopher Nolan directed a movie where the Beatles did not exist? How about that?
What if he directed a movie where the movie Yesterday doesn't exist?
Oh.
And
then Hamish Patel remembers.
yes.
He's like, "Ew, don't remember. It's not that good." We don't have to go back
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's just like him being like, "Yes." Who would you want to direct?
I don't know.
You're dodging the question.
I don't. I can't think of any young directors that I'm excited about in that way.
I think it would be like interesting to see like a Jane Schoenbrunn do in Odyssey, right?
I guess.
Where it's like you could do a different version.
Yeah.
Where now that you don't have the weight of the adaptation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you could do. I guess you could just do another like Coen Brothers style thing, which I'm sure someone will.
Like you don't have to do the version anymore, so you can do a Cersei movie.
Yeah, I guess I am curious. I feel like I mentioned it before. There's a novel called Cersei by Madeline Miller, which is like all based on her perspective, Cersei's perspective. I do wonder. I do feel like that was probably in talks to be adapted. She also has a movie. She also has a book about Achilles, all from his perspective. The Trojan War from his perspective. So I do feel like that might be in the works somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely. There's a lot of like aspects of the Odyssey canon, or there's a lot of aspects that you can.
Do you do the Aeneid?
That'd be really funny if someone did the Aeneid.
Like Hollywood's like, we got to start green lighting these.
Yeah, I am curious how this will affect the future.
Yeah, will there be more Sword and Sandal movies? You know, it's like,
They keep every decade they try to, and you can only do one.
you can only do one. Gladiator, and that's it.
And then, did Clash of the Titans do well? It did well enough to get Wrath of the Titan. Yeah.
Yeah, but that movie stinks.
And then remember they did Egyptians, Gods, and Monsters.
Oof.
Is that what it's called?
Exodus.
Oh, Exodus, Gods, and Monsters. And then wasn't there another one?
There was another one. I don't remember. One of them was the Ridley Scott one.
Yes. And there was one about Egyptian gods. Was that Exodus?
No, Exodus is the Ridley Scott one.
Yes. And that's about Moses?
Yeah. all white people.
Well,
It was like Christian Bale and
that was like right when it was all white people right when that wasn't chill anymore.
Yeah, and it was Ridley Scott be like, "Oh, you can't make a movie anymore."
Yeah.
That's
Gods and Kings. What's Gods and Monsters? Oh, it's because you brought up the James Whale movie, Gods and Monsters. It's Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Okay, and then what's the other one that we're thinking of? That's like the really silly one.
It's
like an Egyptian god movie.
Yeah. Gods of Egypt.
Right.
Directed by Alex Proyas.
Yes.
Crow. Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I liked it. The Odyssey.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So what director would you choose? I'm just struggling to even think of like a young director who I like enough to make the Odyssey.
Like in 20 years. So they have to be pretty young. It's not an American. Like I don't want another Hollywood adaptation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like a young, I don't know. Yorgos is Greek. Would Yorgos's Odyssey be interesting?
That's a good point.
I was complaining how sexless this one is. Mr. Yorgos would make a weird one, innit? He made it real sexy, right?
Poor Things is kind of an Odyssey.
Kind of an Odyssey.
Is it?
No, it's more of a Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's very much so a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you. I'm just, she kind of does go on an Odyssey in that, but because she has to return.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Many things in culture are influenced by the Odyssey. I think that's what we're figuring out. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's an Odyssey adaptation." It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a director I'd be so excited. I guess like maybe someone who's already old, who would be even older than Marty Scorsese. Like he's
in 20 years, you're like, "Oh my god, he's still alive."
Yeah. He's done his like fifth Jesus movie. He's like, I guess I gotta do this.
Yeah. Paco, do you have any recommendations?
Recommendations. The past few months, I've been reading this very nerdy classic sci-fi series called The Book of the New Sun by Gene Wolfe. They're from the 80s. It's like sci-fi fantasy-ish. You start it and you think it's like purely like fantasy, like medieval times, and then like as the books go on, it's told entirely in first person by this like this character Severian, the torturer, and as the books go on, you realize that like, oh, this is actually set on like very far in the future. Like Earth is dying. Like the sun is like running out of energy. And it's very well written, and it's so in this world that like it's a very strange world, but because he doesn't know, what it's like for us, there's like things happen that are normal for him that we think are weird that he doesn't like look into, because it's like for him it's like a completely different thing. Or like or he'll encounter stuff that's normal for us, like a photo, and he doesn't like, he thinks it's a painting. And there's like a famous part in the first book where he's like, he comes across a strange painting, and he like describes the painting. He's like, I have no idea what this is. And if you read it closely enough, you realize it's actually just like, it's a photo of an astronaut on the moon. But he thinks it's like, oh, it's like a night on some barren landscape, and you see like a dot in the background. Like, it's just, I'm describing it badly, but it's a very interesting series, and it's quite good.
What year was that written?
In the 80s.
In the 80s, okay.
It's very dense, and just like the plotting is very strange. You think like you'll like be introduced to a character, and you think like the story's going to go one way, and that character dies in the next chapter, and suddenly it becomes something else.
I feel like you like really dense sci-fi.
Sort of.
Do you think is that not true?
This is kind of the first of these types of books I've read in a long time. But
like, did you ever read like the Foundation series or anything?
No, I haven't. Actually.
Those are like very dense, right?
Yeah. I've been meaning to, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's a solid series. The one reason I'm kind of reticent to fully recommend them, I mean they're very good, but I'm on the fourth book, the final book in the original 4. He later wrote another sequel and then some other books related to it. I'm on the fourth book, and suddenly now is when he decides to introduce a really racist caricature of Asians.
Oh, brother.
And it's like, it makes sense. This guy is like, he was, raised in the fucking 30s and 40s. He was in the Korean War, and just suddenly you find out like there's this big war going on, and you finally meet someone from like the race that this war is against, and they're from the area of Asia, ASCIA, and it's like it's filled with all these like people who like just like they all say the same things, and they all follow the same orders, and like,
oh boy,
and they kill anyone who thinks differently from them.
Ew, brother.
And it's just like, I was just like reading this like yesterday, and I was like, God fucking damn it. Like 4 books in, and then I guess like it's smart, because like if this had happened in the first book, I would have stopped reading. Now I'm too deep in. Now I have to find out what fucking happens to Severian the Torturer. Right. But if you can look past that, it's recommend. Yeah, it's a very good series.
So Paco recommends racism this week.
Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah. I went to the Trilon Cinema this week, and watched F for Fake, the Orson Welles picture. Really recommend that. It's a delight. It's such a mischievous little movie.
Yeah.
It's just like, so like, ooh, I'm a little scamp. My name is Orson Welles. Was really enjoying that. It's a very odd spin on a documentary.
Yes.
And on truth telling and all that. I think like because everyone I know gave it 5 stars, I was like had built it up in my mind. And then I watched, I was like, oh, that's like a really silly movie. Like it really is. It's a very, very silly movie. He's like wearing different hats and like staring off into the distance and doing like a voice, like he's like an anime character.
I mean, the reveal, like the twist in the movie is so awesome.
It's hilarious. And also, I clocked it, Orson. If you don't want to be spoiled on F for Fake, skip ahead 1 minute. The twist of the movie is that he says at the beginning that he will be telling you the truth for the next hour.
Yeah.
and then an hour elapses, and then he starts lying.
Yeah, and then
says
he's
a
like, I've
completely
been
different
lying to you for the past 17 minutes.
thing, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I clocked it when he said an hour. I'm like, movies aren't an hour.
Yeah. Like, this is a 88 minute song.
But no, still great.
No,
Loved it.
It's very
Really
it's
fun.
very funny.
So
Great movie. It's so innovative, I would say. Like, I think
style-wise?
yeah, style-wise. Like, it feels like a YouTube essay.
Ooh.
You know? Like, it feels like a Vine. Like, there's something like...
There's something stylistically about it that's modern.
Like, the fact that it's film, but it feels like what people do with video. You know?
I like that take.
Because I feel like, he obviously revolutionized the way film is made with Citizen Kane. So it's awesome that his final movie is also...
He innovated the way Ambersons were made by making them magnificent. So,
Yeah.
Sorry.
You really had to get that in there.
I interrupted a point you were making to make that joke. Sorry, go.
Just that it's incredible that like he never stopped innovating.
Yeah.
They just stopped giving him money because he just kept running out of it.
Right, French champagne.
Yeah. And even in his final role as the robot planet in Transformers, he was always
Innovating.
Yeah, he was always thinking of the future.
I agree. So I recommend F for Fake. If you want a little mischievous scamp of a film.
Yeah.
And the 35mm print that the Trilon ran was really good. So it's an awesome cinema. So go visit the Trilon. I recommend the Trilon. Please rate, review, subscribe.
Yes. If you have any compliments, complaints, love mail, hate mail, if there's any heist movies we missed,
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about them for now.
At this point, fuck you for waiting to the last episode.
Thanks for listening.
Please be considerate when talking on your phone or listening to electronic devices.